You're still skinny fat because you can't stop doing cardio, and you can't stop doing cardio because you're terrified of gaining weight, and you're terrified of gaining weight because anytime you try to grow muscle or change your schedule, you're obsessed with the scale, and you won't actually just give your body 1 to 2 days to let everything even out. And you're obsessed with the scale because you're really deep down insecure for some reason that I genuinely have no idea about, but that's almost always what it comes down to. You are terrified that gaining weight is going to mean like the end of your life, the end of your career, the end of your relationship, the end of your ability to be happy. And quite simply, it's tied to nothing. It's tied to nothing that's actually truly true. And you know this deep down in your soul, but every time you try to change, you cannot let go of the scale. You cannot let go of being moderately uncomfortable. And unfortunately, what that means is that you stay uncomfortable, you stay frustrated, you stay further from where you deserve to be, simply because you cannot tolerate being uncomfortable. And I can tell you that my learned ability to tolerate being uncomfortable in so many different scenarios is the reason why I have the body that women are jealous of. I have the job and the career that other people are jealous of. And I have the life that I always dreamed of. And I don't say this to brag. I say it because I went through a lot of freaking shit, and I did the work to get here. And your ability to tolerate being uncomfortable is the difference between your ability of reaching your goals and not. Your ability to tolerate being uncomfortable will determine if you can succeed at the things that most people fail at. Period. End of story. I don't care if it's about fitness. I don't care if it's about your job. I don't care if it's about your relationship. If you can sustain being uncomfortable, you can surpass 95% of people, because 95% of people cannot handle it. They cannot sit with it. They cannot sit with the mental frustration or the mental agony of being uncomfortable. And I don't mean that you need to be torturing yourself. What I'm saying is nothing worth having comes easy. And on the muscle growth journey, on a fat loss journey, on a self-discovery journey, on a healing journey, you have to learn how to tolerate the hard emotions. You have to learn to sit with yourself. You have to learn to be okay with yourself and not be distracted all the time. And that is really what's holding you back. Your inability to see the bigger picture, to struggle a bit now for the sake of winning later, is why you do not have what you currently want, but more importantly, why you don't have what you currently deserve. And if you can address this root cause, you can seriously have anything you want. I can't even tell you how much the world will open up if you are willing to just try and sit in the frustration, sit in the pain, sit in the agony, sit with the scale being higher. See that in a few days it goes back down, or it stays the same, or it drops. Understand that the human body is constantly fluctuating. And if you truly want to grow muscle, the scale might change. If you truly want to lose fat, you might hold some extra inflammation that causes it to go up. If you actually want to change your body, your favorite jeans might not fit anymore. But if you actually want to change, then the things that are currently here now can't stay. 6 years into my muscle building journey, that some clothes that are 7 years old don't still fit me. I'm not saying that, but what I will tell you is if I held on and I didn't let myself outgrow some of those clothes or outgrow some of that life, I wouldn't be here now. And the same is true for you. The same is true for anyone who has been on this journey long enough to be so frustrated when they look in the mirror, to be so frustrated they don't take progress pictures, to not understand why they don't have the results that their friends have, that the people on Instagram have, whatever. I'm telling you, it's all coming down to your ability to sit in the discomfort. I've cut, I've bulked, I've maintained, I've been sick, I've been injured, I've had to take a step back from training, I've amped up my training. None of it, it's not always perfect. Most of it isn't. But your ability to tolerate the uncomfortable is the difference between your ability to reach your goals and look the way you want and have the life that you want, and your ability to not have any of those things and just keep pushing. The choice is yours, friends. The choice is freaking yours. And it doesn't just happen. But with the right intentions and the right plan and enough patience and the right support, you can do it. You can do it. You know why? Because I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm not special. I just did it. I did what I had to do, and so can you.